We skipped the medium affinity ending, but I want to get it. Here. T. Finish Liang. Reach medium affinity because I think I made too much. Yeah, this is the maximum affinity, so I need to go back a little bit. I think I gone too far, or maybe regret. But then, and the next thing is that I won't, I won't like give those people money. Yeah, maybe because when I didn't give those people money, they will just snub me when I'm looking for, give them scolding. They will just snub me while I'm looking for Mansui. And I will never find her. Maybe this is the answer I'm looking for. Oh, there you go. I got the true combination. Mansui was standing at the far end of the street in Luoyang with her back toward me. She stood on the street just after it had rained, and road surface reflected her figure like a copper mirror, making her look like she was standing on a river. Though she wasn't carrying an umbrella, she appeared immaculate without a trace of being caught in the rain. Hey, little brat! Quickly took a few steps forward, trying to approach her. Regardless, the appearance of the little brat still put me at ease. I got closer and reached out to pat her shoulder. Her body trembled, and then she slowly turned her hand around me. I saw her looking at me with tears swelling up in her eyes. Why did she cry? I couldn't understand why she cried. Her tears slid from her eyes, then her figure gradually blurred until it disappeared. Bang, bang, bang! Suddenly the sound of sticks striking the ground started to echo around me. I glanced around in confusion. I was almost surrounded by guards. The guards formed tight circle around me, felt confining some iron barrels to make sure I couldn't escape. Their faces were stern, concealed beneath their hats. They kept striking the sticks in their hands. The rhythmic tapping, once sporadic, now became dense like raindrops. They were here to arrest me. They were here to seek justice for the people I had killed. No way, run quickly! I wanted to run, but the circle around me was getting smaller and smaller. The guards used their sticks to tap around while they quickly walked toward me. In the end, they raised their arms, wielding the long stick sign, swung them down at me in unison. Ah! Okay. I woke up from a dream. I was sitting up in an inn, my box soaked with cold sweat. What was that dream? I had a dream, a strange dream. What did that dream mean? I didn't really get its meaning. I wiped the sweat from my forehead and scrambled out of bed. Okay, still the same though. Morning.
哎，客官，客官，
Little girl.
对，他是在
It's still about the pouch.
客官。
Hey, mister. At that moment, the waiter gently called out to me. Yeah? Felt like startled bird at the slightest call from the waiter. I responded
我
nervously.
忽然想起来一件事儿，那个小女娃除了这个荷包，还让我给您带了一句话：
What message?
快逃！
Quickly? The waiter slowly uttered two words. Upon hearing these two words, my body trembled violently, and in the next instant, I hastily grabbed the package and dashed out of the rain. My keen intuition told me that this little brat had done something extraordinary. Her "flee quickly" was her final message to me. Somehow I trusted this as a warning from her, rather than suspecting it to be part of deception. The final warning tinged with a sense of retaliation. No way, I not only had to escape from the inn quickly, but also flee from the city. Luoyang City must be unsafe. I had to flee. To flee? I had to flee. I had to flee, okay? Run quickly. I didn't manage to escape from Luoyang City, because when I attempted to flee, all four city of Luoyang were crowded with guards. The guards were official regularly suspected everyone leaving the city. I knew they were probably looking for me. Oh, she carried out her plan. Now I'm hiding under the floorboards of a run-down temple in the city like a rat. I strained my ears, listening to more and more officials patrolling around, feeling anxious and paranoid. They've been searching for me relentlessly. It won't be long before they catch me. Why are these officials after me? Think about it, I can't help but admire the little brat scanning scheme. As I discovered these officials were looking for me, I thought she might have reported my action as a bandit to the authorities or disclosed my role as a human trafficker. At that time, I held on to a glimmer of hope, thinking that in these chaotic times, with so many bandits and human traffickers around and with the government's inefficiency, I would surely have time to escape. However, I still underestimate her. For hiding in the rundown temple, I searched everywhere for hiding place and pieced together some information from what I overheard. I didn't expect that little Brad had stirred up Hornet's nest, as a result, she had ensnared me in her trap. Early in the morning, after leaving me a purse at the inn, the little brat armed herself with a short blade and stormed into Swine Demon's residence, intending to assassinate him. The result was expected. She failed. She couldn't even locate the Swine Demons. As Swine Demons decided before guards captured her. Whether she quickly took her own life when she was arrested or was killed by the guards. The message that spread that she had died. However, the matter didn't end there. Somehow she might have said something before her death, or perhaps she had left something behind on her body. I was framed as her accomplice, even though the mastermind behind her actions, becoming the prime suspect in the assassination attempt of the Lord. Officials were interrogating people we have seen last night. The innkeepers, beggars, various vendors, they were holding up a portrait of me and searching everywhere. Now they seal off the city gates and plaster the street with the wanted posters of my pictures on it. Great job, little brat. Was this your revenge on me? I leaned against the wall in the dilapidated temple, chuckling with a mixture of admiration and self-deprecation. Here I was, finally trying to be a good person, only to be falsely accused by you of being a notorious criminal hunted throughout the entire city. Even if I had surrendered myself, who would have believed me? Forget the fact that I was already a thief and a murderer, inherently untrustworthy and unlikely to willingly walk into a trap. Even if I was innocent, who would have believed a young girl who gave up her life for the attempted assassination? And if a young girl could have led authorities to a mastermind, who would have believed that? We visited so many places last night, so those testimonies will undoubtedly confirm our association. I know when I could trust Liu Yang, sooner or later I would have ventured out for food, and it wouldn't have been long before someone had reported me on the reward. Little brat, your running to flee quickly in the morning might have been useful, allowing me to flee before the city was sealed off. But if I had slept in a little longer, I wouldn't have trapped in the city, awaiting my inevitable death. Was this your idea of revenge, little brat? I killed your father and you wanted to kill me in return at first, but you felt that wasn't enough. So you prayed me for assassination attempt, the Lord ensuring a more agonizing death and possibly of my entire family being wiped out. Every step of the way, it all had been a part of your plan. Quite a master stroke. But I didn't really get it. Haven't done all that, would you still leave me a message and try to get me to flee quickly? In the end, I couldn't see through that little brat. I couldn't understand why she had deceived me all along, ultimately betraying me to such a deadly end, yet still left me with a single phrase. Flee quickly. Why did she do that exactly? No answers. As I pondered the meaning behind the final message, the guards had already surrounded this rundown temple. The sound of the boots echoed all around, eerily reminiscent of the scene from my dream yesterday. Oh, will that happen to you? I shuddered at the thought of the guards approaching. Yesterday in my dream, it was this girl who captured me, and I was captured before I could resist. I was hiding just like that, knowing that soon they would find me, drag me out, and take me to the dungeon, where I would face the torture and capital punishment. Is the situation is making me look like a rat. How did I end up like this? Back then, I had aspiration of becoming a hero. Why did things turn out like this? I refused to accept it. Couldn't. I was going to die anyway. Better to die with dignity. It's better to die a hero than to die like a rat. Damn it. Truth is. Good. Oh, that's so heroic. Just as the guards stormed around the temple and approached me from all sides, I didn't continue to hide. Instead, I lifted the floorboards of the temple and charged out my way to the blade drawn. Do this! I yelled as I burst out of the rundown temple. One of the guards spotted me charging out the temple and shouted, pointing his swords at me. His eyes gleam with greed. Oh, I had seen that wanted poster. The person who caught me would receive a hefty reward, 1,000 tiles. I'm only for government official who would be able to claim that reward. Not good. I didn't like the look of this guy, he rubbed me the wrong way. Then I let him claim the reward. Whoosh! With a swift step, I lunged forward, drawing my sword and swinging it. Whoosh! One swift strike. I immediately took down the first guard who spotted me. With a swift motion, blood sprayed as his neck and met my blade. And he fell back, clutching his bleeding neck, stiffening as he collapsed. Bam! One down.
贼人杀了李武，快上，杀了他！
别杀，留他一命。之前的小贼死了，王爷说这个要留活口，我们要审。
Two guys shouted at me while 4 more came from the different directions and 8 more were on their way. Meanwhile, the onlookers from Luoyang City were also drawn by the commotion, gathering in great numbers. Screw your nonsense! No one's pulling my strings! Had no other accomplices except for that dead little brat from before? Not one. If anyone behind this, it's your lord himself. He was the one who forced us into this. I rode back at them, uttering fearless nonsense. My words, though illogical, seems to strike chords of truth, leaving people momentarily perplexed. The guard who were trying to catch me, looking bewildered, perhaps thinking I had gone mad. Whoosh! Before they could react, I charged forward with my blade. Engaging the 4 guys at forefront, I unleashed the culmination of my lifelong skills. Swish, swish, plunge, plunge. I managed to take down 2, but the blades of the other 2 found their marks in my abdomen. Oh! Faced with four hands against my 2 fists, let alone 8, it seems I was about to be overwhelmed. The icy blade pierced my internal organs, sending my chilling sensation through my gut. The metallic taste flooded my mouth as blood surged up. I almost coughed up blood. Scanned my surroundings with bloodshot eyes, taking in the growing crowds of guards and onlookers. Meeting the gazes of the onlookers, I saw only fear and disbelief in their eyes. They were like a herd of lambs. Stupid lambs. Lambs. You lambs. Only you gathered together, you could become wolves. As wolves, you could storm the swine's demon residence and tear the swine demon into shreds. How would you settle for being lambs? I glanced at the onlookers and found them utterly ridiculous. For some reason, my blood started boiling. At the moment, I felt an even stronger desire to play the role of an hero. I wanted to become a hero forever, urging the members of these lambs. The swine demons massacres innocent civilians! How many children have fallen victim to this cruelty? Today, even if our assassination failed attempt, there will be others to carry on our cause. No one was born a lord. I tightened my grip on the blade and rode to the surroundings crowd. Next, the guard charged at me and their blades spears came from me all directions. Plunge, plunge, plunge. 3 swords and 5 spears turned me into the hedgehog in an instant. I drew up my head. I was lifted by several long spears with blood gurgling in my mouth. There's no hope I could survive that. Everything went black before my eyes in an instant. I knew this darkness would lead me into eternal death. I made a final effort to lift my heavy eyes and cast a glance at the lambs gathered around. Most lambs were still lambs upon hearing my words. Their gaze were still bewildered, frightened, and incomprehensible. Yet, a few, because of what I had just said, had a different gleam in their eyes. It was a light of doubt, anger, sorrow, and fervor. It was also a light of admiration, longing to be a hero, lamenting the loss of a hero, and aspiring to become one. Who is the hero? Well, it must be me. Little brat? I got it. I don't understand why you chose to leave me with the words flee quickly in the end. Perhaps you wanted me to live my life and death to fate and gave me, the sworn enemy of yours who killed your dad, a chance to escape from the clutches of death. At the same time, you probably guessed, even if I couldn't escape, with your reminder, I wouldn't be caught off guard by those guards. I would have enough time to reconsider my final actions before facing death. I would have died suddenly or in disgrace. At least before I died, I would have done what I wanted to do. From one perspective, you ruined me, unjustly framing me as a criminal to have 3 generations of my family executed. But from another perspective, you actually fulfilled me. You allowed me to finally realize my dream of becoming a hero in the chaotic haze of my life. White robe with a plain headscarf, serpent spirit gripped firmly in my hand. Though facing Liu Bu in battle, no way that scandal escapes me. Face hands. As my consciousness faded away, in my mind I heard the faint echo of her singing the Shadow Play tunes. She didn't look at me and kept singing to herself as if she couldn't see me. Sat in front of the white curtain in front of the Shadow Play, repeating the lyrics over and over again. Ending. Flee quickly. The final moment you turn into a hero. Oh. That's so cool. That's a really cool ending. Like, yeah. He became a hero, the lifelong dream that he had, that once dead. And now he became a hero. That's so cool. I love that ending. Guess that's the medium affinity. Play quickly. Ah. Yeah. That's a lovely one. And last thing that we will do is the bodies of the starved. Yeah, between those 2 choices, this will be unlocked. So yeah,